Hello world, Nicholas Pazienza here. Welcome back. For anybody following along, as promised, we are going to make an EC2 instance and connect to it. This is a good baby step. There are many things you can do with EC2 instances, but we at least need to know how to create an instance, how to connect to an instance, and how to stop an instance. So let's go over all that stuff today. I am on the management console right now, but let's just take a second and look at a picture. So here's you, awesome hat. Here's your computer, awesome computer. This computer is running a Windows operating system, and I want you to use this search box and look up File Explorer. And I want you to find a directory for me. I want you to find C users, whatever your name would be or whatever your account name is, and the .ssh directory. So here's an example. C users billy.ssh. And just be mindful that this directory exists. All right, let's get started. So on the management console, I am going to select EC2. Then I am going to click on instances. And I have a few instances that I've been playing around with. I have one that will host a website. I have one for MySQL, and just a few practice ones I've just been messing around with. Let's click Launch Instances in the top right. And we are going to call this Practice Instance. For our AMI, Amazon Machine Image, we're going to use Linux. And right here it says free tier, so no worries, no stress. For our instance type, T2 Micro, free tier. If you look up other tutorials for AWS EC2 instances, 9 times out of 10, they just pretty much keep everything the same. Everyone's pretty much using the free tiers. Right here is kind of important. So this is a key pair login. So you can use a key pair to securely connect to your instance. Ensure that you have access to the selected key pair before you launch the instance. This is why I wanted to show you that directory. I'm going to create a new key pair. I'm just going to call this practice instance KP for key pair. Keep it on RSA, keep it on .pem, and create key pair. And you're going to notice it's going to download the file for me. So there it is. That file is now in my downloads folder. Network settings, not going to change anything here. I want to keep this, allow SSH traffic, so it helps you connect to your instance. We are going to connect to our instance using PowerShell. Configure storage, not going to mess with anything here, and we're not going to mess with anything in advanced details. Next, we're going to click on Launch Instance. Give it a second, and then you want to click on Connect to Instance. All right. Make sure you're on the SSH Client tab. And you can read over these steps, but what we want to focus on right here is the example. So SSH-I for input file, and then we're going to need to put in the directory where this file is located. Currently, it is in my downloads folder. I am going to change that to my .ssh folder. Let me do that right now. All right. Let me copy this command. Command copied, cool. I'm going to go to PowerShell. I'm going to paste in that command. And what I want to do is, you've got to use the arrows. I'm going to move over. It's right here. I'm going to copy my directory. So C users, the name of my account, and .ssh, and I'm going to paste it in with Shift and Insert. There it is, and don't forget to add a backslash. All right. And now I am going to click enter. All right. Are you sure you want to continue connecting? Yes. Enter. All right. And we are officially connected to our EC2 instance. So let me show you one other thing. So we're connected. Great. This is where it all starts. We can only go up from here, but at least we have a solid foundation and we know how to create an instance and connect to it. I want to show you a tweet that I did a few days ago. Part of learning AWS is keeping 5 EC2 instances running for the entire first week. Then you figure out instance, stop instance is a thing. This is super important. If you currently have this video up on an extra monitor or up on a TV, please pay attention to this. If you take anything away from this video, please let it be this. I'm going to go to instances. We can see that the practice instance is running. We are using the free tier, but I just want it to be clear that you cannot just keep instances running for days on end. There's a little free zone. So if you've got an instance running, cool, it's free, but not forever. If you keep all these instances running, eventually you're going to get charged. So when you are done, I would stop your instance. So I'm going to select the practice instance. And let's just take another look at our PowerShell. So let's just take note of what's going on here. Once I stop the instance, look at that. We were disconnected. So it was closed by remote host. So I know the instance has been stopped. And if I refresh, it says stopping. So you're able to run your instance, perform whatever work you want to do. That's fine. But once you're done, would highly recommend stopping the instance just so you can stay within the free zone. Because again, if you keep all your instances running, eventually you are going to use up too much resources and they're going to begin to charge you. So that is how you create an instance, connect to an instance, and stop an instance. I really appreciate you stopping by, and I'll see you next time.